Hi there, I'm Sandy Anastasi, psychic channel, intuitive astrologer, and soul coach, and I'm here with your psychic protection tip, my tip number 19 for January of 2015. My friends, I promise you, if you follow the information that I'm about to give you, you and your family will have a happy, a very grounded and centered and energetically healthy 2015 year and every year thereafter. This psychic protection tip is about house clearing and house protection. So, I always tell my students and clients how important it is to keep your home clear and clean energetically all year long. Not just once in a while, not just when you do some physical house cleaning, but all year long. And here's how to do it. Most people are unaware that the energy buildup from all of the emotional issues in your life actually collects itself as an unpleasant sort of residue. A residue that builds up in your home just like real physical dust and dirt would build up on your furnishings and your rugs and so forth. Now, you wash your floors to keep them clear of earthly dirt and grime. You've also got to clear away the dirty, grimy energy that's collected there. Here's how. But first, I want you to pay attention to something. Have you ever noticed that when you have an argument in a room, that the very next time you walk into that room, you find yourself thinking about the issues that you were arguing about and you start to become angry again? Well, that's energy residue from the emotions generated during that argument. That's what I'm talking about. When your home is energetically clear, you're going to soon find that it becomes a calm, peaceful, happy, and a healing place to be for yourself, for your family, and for your visitors. But just how do you go about clearing your home? When should you clear it? First, let's talk about when to do house clearing. Obviously, you need to do an energy clearing in your home anytime it feels off. Now, what that means is that you should clear it following an argument, following any major illnesses, or after your whole family has gone through the flu this year. Clear it after you've had a visitor who made you feel uncomfortable, or after any big event that created chaos or upheaval in your space. There are also traditional times that we clear our homes, and these follow the energetic tides of the year. If you observe these times, this year, your home is going to be a peaceful retreat all year long. The most important time for house clearing is right now, right at the start of the new year. The first house clearing of the year should be done on or around, or as close as you could get, to the winter solstice. That date varies from year to year, but it's always somewhere between December 21st and December 24th. The winter solstice, or Yule, used to be the time for New Year's celebrating, the time that ended the old year and celebrated the new. With the advent of the Gregorian calendar, though, that date shifted to January 1st. So if you do it at your first opportunity, you're going to be just fine. The next time for a thorough house clearing after the winter solstice is around the spring equinox, and that usually falls around March 21st. After that, you do your next house clearing on or around the summer solstice. That's around June 21st. And your final clearing for the year would be around the fall equinox, which is around September 21st. Clearing at these traditional times follows the rise of planetary energy, and it has a longer lasting effect than just clearing as needed. So please do both. Now here's how to clear your home. First, begin in the east at a corner. It's easy to find. If you have a smartphone, just download an app that has a compass, or go to your local hardware store and purchase a compass. Once you find true north, you'll be able to locate the easternmost corner of your house easily. So you're inside of your house and you go to the easternmost corner. Please note that if you have a house with multiple floors, you're going to have to do this clearing on each floor. And that's for every solstice, equinox, and any time in between. Each floor, folks. So here's how we do it. First, you go to that easternmost corner and you use incense. I like to use either sage or pine or cedar or frankincense and myrrh. Matter of fact, church incense, which consists of frankincense and myrrh and a little tiny bit of copal, is my very favorite incense. Now, I use that incense to smudge the air as I move clockwise, which is to my right, around the inside perimeter of my home. I carry the incense from room to room, always moving clockwise. If your home has several floors, remember you need to repeat this for each floor. Now, as I go, I open any closet doors, any drawers, and make sure the incense gets into that. And in my mind, I'm seeing the incense getting into every portion of my home, completely surrounding the perimeter and entering every drawer and every closet. And I'm seeing it gather together and zip out a window somewhere. So I'm using the incense to permeate the air and clear the entire house as I move clockwise completely around my home, inside the house, from room to room. Now, if you can't do incense, I know some people have allergies to it. Well, you can melt some camphor, like Vicks Vapor Rub contains camphor. Melt a little bit of that in some hot water and just carry the warm water, not hot enough to scald if it should spill, but warm, just that you can melt that Vicks or camphor in it so that you can get that camphor scent in the air, and carry that around clockwise instead of the incense. It will work just as well. Or if you don't like that smell, then go around and use a feather or a fan or a broom to kind of whisk, okay, that little snapping motion to whisk the negative energy away as you move clockwise around the inside perimeter of your home. So once you've gone completely around the inside of the home and you've gone back to the easternmost point, visualize all of that excess or negative etheric energy being collected and blown out. Matter of fact, you can even do it with your breath, like that. Blow it out a window anywhere in the house. Just visualize it being blown right out and away. This is the clearing part of the ritual. Now follow that up with part 2, which is to take a little cup of distilled water or bottled water with 3 pinches of either kosher, rock, or sea salt in it, and carry that little bowl or cup of water clockwise around the house and very lightly sprinkle that salt and water around the perimeter of the house. You see, salt is an amazing grounding agent. You're going to use the salt and water to sprinkle around the perimeter and seal the perimeter. That's what you're doing. You're grounding any excess remaining energy and you're sealing the perimeter. Again, from the east, you move clockwise completely around the inside perimeter of your house, each floor, if you have more than one, And this time you can close those drawers and doors of closets as you move around because you're sealing everything. Now, part 3, and your final part, we seal the perimeter with either an invoking cross or an invoking 5-pointed star, often called a pentacle. And here's how we do that. An invoking cross would be drawing the cross in the air starting at the top and then making the parallel cross either direction, from left to right or right to left, but it goes from the top to the bottom. We start with that line that invokes the cross. Or an invoking pentagram or 5-pointed star, we start at the top point of the star, and then you go down either to the right or to the left, and you simply complete your star. Okay, and you can use it 2 fingers as I'm showing here, or your whole hand or 1 finger, but you visualize that 5-pointed star or that cross hanging in the air in front of you. And here's what you do. You start in the east, and you draw that cross or 5-pointed star in each corner of each room and over each door and each window as you move clockwise completely around the perimeter inside your house on each floor. And by doing that, you have completely sealed and protected your home. What a wonderful feeling you're going to have once you get done doing this, I promise you. And don't forget, repeat this simple house clearing, grounding, sealing, protection ritual every 3 months at each equinox and solstice. And you really will notice a difference in how your house feels. It'll be this peaceful, wonderful place to walk into, to have dinner, to enjoy quiet evenings with your family, to talk with one another instead of arguing and finding combative moments. You can change your entire family life with this simple ritual. What a beautiful way to start the new year. My friends, I'm Sandy Anastasi. Please visit me on my website. I'm at www.sandyanastasi.com. You can read all about me there, find out about me and my work. I am available for readings. I'm available to teach both online and offline. I do appearances. I have a free psychic hour webinar where you can ask me questions monthly. Check on my website to see when that'll be offered. I'm also offering an overview astrologically of the entire year in this month's special webinar. It's very inexpensive, so check that out. And I'm also offering a special reading special on what's happening for you each month this year. So check that out too while you're on my website. Check out my books on my website, www.sandyanastasi.com, or on www.amazon.com, or on just any place that you can find online or off. It is such a delight to see you again in 2015. Have a wonderful, wonderful year. Thank you.